Okay guys, welcome back to another video. So I'm back in my little location again. Today it's the 7th of August, so we've got like about a good 4 weeks left of summer before we go back to school. And if you guys have watched my last vlog, you would know that I did a day in the life during summer break vlog, and I actually really enjoyed filming that. So I thought I could do another one. Today we're going to TK Maxx, which means I could potentially have a look at some like decor or like some decorations for like my bookshelf or just like books. I'm trying to restrict myself from buying anything because I feel like I'm just spending way too much money. But we're just gonna go have a look today and see if we can find anything. Also, I want to show you guys my bookshelf because I want to do like a proper video on it, but I haven't got around to doing that, so I'm just gonna show you guys my bookshelf. Okay, so the sound might sound a bit different because I'm not using the microphones anymore, but this is the like bookshelf situation I have so far. So it's kind of grown a lot, and then we've obviously got my Kindle still there. But I'm gonna take you guys through the books I've read and like the books I'm like waiting to read. So I've read this one, read this. I got this as a gift. Read all of these three. These two, Once Upon a Broken Heart. This is like the Warstones exclusive one, and this one just like the standard one. But I read these two, and I DNF'd this one because it was just like I couldn't be bothered anymore, too boring. Which means I'm gonna DNF this one, the third book of the series. The whole Shatter Me series is a new edition. I read this one on my Kindle, and then I was like, guys, I need the like box set version. And I finished the first novella, Destroy Me, yesterday, and I started Unravel Me this morning, and I'm only like 15 pages in. And then I haven't read any of these. Read this one. Look how nice it is, like a sprayed edge. I read this 2 years ago. It's not gonna fit now. Okay. And then Fearless. Haven't read yet. This is also a sprayed edge, if you can see. But I'm waiting on getting the first two books because it's like the last book of the series. The Nightingale. Got this one from TK Maxx actually, but I'm waiting for winter to read it because I feel like it's just like a wintry book. Same with Bear Town. I recently just got this the same time I got the Shatter Me series. But it's very Christmassy. I literally read this in 2 days. Best book ever. So fast paced and just incredible. And then I read this full series, and then I DNF'd this book, and this was the book that got me back into reading. I got my Kindle on display here. So that is the bookshelf. Obviously we could always add some more books here, but that's just the current situation for now. Going at around we're going around like 3, maybe half 3, close to 4, and it's only 12:20 right now, so I've basically got nothing else to do. I've done everything I've needed to do for today, and that's how I was filming this video. So I might get a bit of reading done. I mentioned when I was doing my like bookshelf tour for you guys that I started Unravel Me yesterday, well this morning basically. If it can focus, because it's in cinematic mode again, there we go. And I'm only 15 pages in, so this is the biggest book in the series as well, and I was like, it's like almost 500 pages, but we'll get through it. It is quite fast paced, like the chapters are relatively short, they're like 5 or 6 pages. So I'm gonna probably get some reading done, just sit and chill for family while I do that. The weather, it looks like it's gonna be rainy, but I don't think there's gonna be any rain today. So yeah, so we're gonna carry on reading Unravel Me. Actually locked in on this book because I do want to know what happens, and I've also got a few books on my like physical TBR and download on my Kindle just in case like halfway through the series I kind of want to change it up a bit and just like read some like mystery thriller book if I'm like tired of fantasy novels, basically, because I don't want to be the person to finish the series all in one go. Unless I really do like it and I do want to do that, then obviously I will, but for now I read Shatter Me and then Destroy Me novella, and I really liked it. So I feel like a novella was needed after Shatter Me just to process what you just read. But we're on Unravel Me now, so the cover might look backwards for you guys, I don't really know, but I'm gonna go read this and then I'll check back in. I'm not gonna do the 1 hour oh, it's sunny now. We love that. I'm not gonna do like the 1 hour updates now because there's not much to update you guys on besides just me reading. So we're gonna do that. And then hopefully that will kill some time, and then we're just gonna go out shopping and stuff. We might go to like supermarkets as well because we've got some like food shopping to do, and they've got books. So we've got a few bookstores today. Anyway, enough me chatting to you guys. I'm gonna go make some progress in this. As a slight change of plans, I actually did not end up reading any of my book. Got a bit distracted. I'm not gonna get into that. I'm gonna lock in on reading as soon as we come back home. So it's actually just hit 1 o'clock now, and we decided we're gonna go a bit earlier because if I don't know if you can tell with the lighting, the weather is a lot brighter now. It's like kind of sunny as well. So we're just gonna go to TK Maxx. I'm gonna have a look in the book section. I'm gonna restrict myself and not buy any books because I've literally got 7 books. Well, 9 books I haven't read on my bookshelf. So I'm gonna try not buy any books unless I see a really, really good deal for like a book I've been looking for. Then obviously that's when I'll actually decide to buy it. But I don't have anything necessarily I need to get. It's like specifically, I just kind of go and see what there is and just go from there. But I'm gonna go get dressed now, and then I'll probably update you guys when I'm actually there. Because in the car, I'll just be in the car. Okay, so we're in the book area. I'm like standing here because the speaker's right up there, and I got copyrighted last time. But this is just a little book section. They've got some Emily Henry. They've got lots of Kristen Hanna this time. But I've still got the Nightingale, and I want to read that before I get any of her other books, just to see if I even like the writing. But one book that I found that like kind of caught my eye was The Hunger Games. Let me show you. It's like a it's like a floppy book, and it's like a sprayed edge. So I might have a look at that. So I'm just gonna keep looking around. If I see anything that like catches my eye, kind of, I'll like vlog it. And then I'll just like go back to looking around, basically. So I'm back with about 10 books in my hand. I'm just gonna like quickly organize them though, because there's some books I just want to show you guys, just to tell you guys how much Kristen Hanna TK Maxx has. And then the books I'm actually like that on my actual TBR, basically. So these are the books I just want to show you guys, just to tell you guys how much Kristen Hanna they have. Homefront, heard good things, but not on my TBR. But to be fair, I would love to read it, so I don't really know. And then, sorry if that's like in the camera frame, we've got Winter Garden, which just looks like such a nice, cozy Christmas read. But there we go. That's the Kristen Hanna they had. They had like several more copies, but I didn't bring them. And then ones that really caught my eye. So we've got 2 like fiction books. So we've got, let's do this. We've got The Woman by Kristen Hanna. It's on my TBR, and it's only £6, which is about like less than $8. I'm pretty sure, but that it's not like a floppy book, so it's not like my favorite thing ever. But I'd love to read this. And then that scared me. We've got The Final Gambit, which is a part of the Inheritance Games trilogy. And then, surprisingly, they had 2 non-fiction books there, which I really want to read. We've got The Art of Thinking Clearly, which is on my TBR. Really surprised that I saw this. And then another one I was really surprised to see was the Let Them Theory. But this is on my library hold for the audiobook version. So guys, I actually did not get anything. We're still in the shop because my parents and like my sisters are still looking around, but I didn't get anything. Because I want to finish all the books besides my Christmas ones, like all the Shatter Me books, because I literally just got them 2 days ago. I want to finish those before I get any more books. Otherwise, I'm just gonna like, just like have so many unread books, and I don't want to be the person that has 50 unread books on the shelf. So guys, it is in fact a while later now. It's actually 6 o'clock. I last updated you guys, I think when we were in TK Maxx. I think I told you guys that I didn't get anything because for the non-fiction book, like the Let Them Theory one, I've actually got that on a hold on audiobook from like my library, just like online. And then just like all the other books I can wait for. Like I mentioned before, I do want to finish like the Shatter Me series, like, and all the books I have before I go ahead and buy just like a bunch more books. So I've just been reading Unravel Me, and I'm on page 28 now, so that's 13 pages since I last updated you guys. And I feel like this book and just like the writing style of like just the whole Sesame series that I've read so far is really easy to like follow on, with like the plot and stuff. And I do really understand it, and I do really like the writing, so that is good. But I'm gonna just my microphone's like clipped onto my book, by the way. So that's like how much I've got left. Well, no, that's how much I've read. But really liking it so far. It's just like the chapters are also really fast paced. It's just like I think about 10 pages per chapter, maybe even shorter, so that's really good as well. But yeah, so I think the plan for the rest of the day is to just keep reading. I will update you guys before I go to bed what page I get up to, but for now I'm locked on reading. Also, the lighting is so much better. I'm like in the same spot as before, but near the morning at around 11 it was just so dark for no reason. But now the sun's out and it's really great. So I'm gonna carry on reading, get a good way through this book. My goal is to get just over page 50, but I'm not gonna like force myself to like read or anything. But we're gonna carry on. I think we're back to Juliet's POV since the start of the book. So yeah, I'll just keep you guys updated if I do anything else. But for now, my plan is to just like make a good way through the book. And yeah, so that's everything I have to update you guys on for now. But I guess I will update you guys if anything else has happened. So guys, it's now completely a few days later since I last picked up my phone to film for that video. So I thought instead of just making it like a day in the life during summer, I thought I could just like make it like a week or like a few days in summer. It's now August 11th and it's just hit 5 p.m. and it's really warm all of a sudden today. So I thought I can make my at-home almond milk matcha. Also, quick update on my book. I think I can knock this out within the next day or two. I'm on chapter 48, almost page 300. So I've got about 150-ish pages left. But I thought I could just show you guys how I make my matcha. So, you guys can make it at home too if you drink matcha. Personally, I really like matcha. People say it tastes like grass. I get that, but I'm just a person that likes matcha. So what I just get a glass. I don't have any of those like professional bowls like whisks or anything. Not yet anyway, but this is just how I make it. So I get a tea strainer, and then a cup. And this is the matcha I use. It's the Matcha & Co. original matcha. It's like 100% organic. So I'm just going to get about that much, honestly, just like a kind of a heaped teaspoon. And you're going to pour that in. And I'm trying to avoid syrups and stuff. So what I did the other day that actually made it really nice is I got white hot chocolate powder. And I just put a bit of this in there as well. Just to kind of give it a bit of sweetness and like a bit of, so it's not completely grassy. So then you do this, if you can see, because my phone's in cinematic mode always. I always film in cinematic mode. There you go. And then you're basically just gonna strain it, just so your matcha isn't chunky. Because when I order matcha out, so like at Starbucks especially, I always get chunks at the end of my matcha. So I just do this to avoid it clumping and stuff. So it's gonna. I could have filmed in like a better angle, but if you see me look here, I'm just trying to make sure you guys can actually see the matcha. It's a bit blurry. Ooh, don't want to drop it. Okay, now I personally like eat ice cream and stuff, and cheese and stuff, but I just hate milk in drinks and stuff. How many times have I just said stuff? So I just alternate for almond milk, but if you can try it for like any milk, oat milk, soya milk, regular milk. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go pour a bit of hot water in it okay, so you can see it's boiling water now. There we go, it's just really like that. Now I have this whisk that I use, because there's still like lumps of matcha in there, so I'm just going to whisk it up slightly. Just so there's no chunks and it's fully like kind of blended. Okay, now like before I mentioned that I put in some white hot chocolate powder. I also add a bit of honey. Let me show you. Like, I want to say about that much. And I basically mix this in with the spoon while it's still boiling hot so it can like melt off without it like having issues basically. So this is the situation. There we go. So I'm just going to mix it a bit with the spoon and then we can switch over to the whisk again. Like this. So it's a bit like frothy basically, and it's just like, just helps. I don't even know what it does, but it makes my matcha taste nice. Let's go do that. Okay. Now your matcha substance is done. I'm gonna take you guys along with what I do with my cups. This is just the cup I use. I don't know where oh, that sounds. I don't know where I got it from, but it's just the, you could use any cup, but I just use this one. Now this is the hardest bit. I've got my ice cubes. So I always plop one. Also, I just washed my hand before this. I always plop one in the matcha substance. Otherwise, if I just pour hot matcha, it's gonna water it down basically. So I just kind of put one in there so it kind of cools down before I pour it. So we're just gonna. Alright, I guess we're putting 2 in there today. And then I always make ice as soon as I finish this pack, but yeah, okay. I'm just gonna go with all of it because why not? And I recently just discovered making matcha at home, so it saves me a good £7 these days. Because matcha just getting really expensive when I get it out. Okay, there we go. There's all of our ice. Now we're just going to get my milk of choice, which is Alpro. I get the no sugar one because it's just really sweet when I have it for like cereal and stuff. And we're just going to... That much? Maybe a bit more. Okay, we'll just do that for now. This is the most aesthetically pleasing bit. Okay, all the way ready, guys. Get my straw ready to mix it as well. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Now you're just gonna mix it up. Put you guys back down. This is like the worst angle ever, but there we go. There's my at-home matcha. I'm gonna mix it up and then I'm gonna go enjoy it. So guys, I don't even remember the last time I filmed for you guys. I'm pretty sure it was my matcha. So at this point, this vlog is just a few weeks in my life because I basically started out by saying, oh, it's just gonna be like a day in my life because I've done one before and I really enjoyed making it. So I'm just like, I'm gonna do another one. But then I kind of forgot about it and then a few days went by and then I just didn't post it or finish the video. So we're just gonna keep going, I guess, maybe until school starts, like it can be like a really long video. But my current read is Ignite Me. This is how long it's been. I'm pretty sure when I started this, I was at the very start of Unravel Me. So that means I have read, I've got my books here to show you guys. So I've read this one, which is the first book, and then I finished the novella. I know, so Unite Me has 2 novellas, Destroy Me and Fracture Me. I finished Destroy Me, I think in 2 days after I finished Shatter Me. And then I read this one. I finished this one. This was the chunkiest book of the series, almost 500 pages. And if you're actually like thinking about reading this, I would say do definitely like actually read it because basically within the first like 150 pages, it was really quite slow and boring. And I was like, I don't know if I actually want to commit to finishing the rest of this book and the rest of this series. But I did my research and apparently, I don't know if I mentioned this yet, but apparently other people also have this issue where the ending is supposed to be really good. So I carried on reading, I got through it. And let me just tell you, I loved that ending a lot. I think I gave this like a 4 stars. It would be a 5-star, but just because the first 100 to 150 pages was really slow, that's why I had to give it 4 stars. And then after I finished that one, I went back and I finished Fracture Me. I think I literally finished this in one sitting. Even though it was Adam's POV, It still got 4 stars because it was really fast paced. And now my current read is Ignite Me, and I'm 154 pages in, and I'm on chapter 25 when I'm filming this. And you guys might see there's 2 bookmarks. There's one with a ribbon on it, and then there's just 1 bookmark here. Well, I basically wanted to try and see if I could read 100 pages today. So last night, when I finished reading before I was about to go to bed, I basically marked up where 100 pages would be. So I started at page 138 today, which is chapter 22. And luckily, the closest 100 was 239, which is the start of any chapter. So I've marked that up. I've already read a bit. I'm on page 154, like I said, and I've got, let me show you, that much left, which I feel like I can do it if I actually like lock in and read. So I think now it's 2:30. It just hit 2:30. I think I'm gonna go just like lock in on reading a bit, and I do really like it so far. So I'm gonna go carry on reading. Also, her chapters are really short, so they're just like really fast paced to read. So yeah, I'm gonna hopefully get a good way through my mark, but if I don't forget, I'll update you guys later on today. So the time is now 5:35, still on the same day. I got a bit distracted by something I needed to do, and then I kind of started editing this current video just like to get a head start. I always do it and I just sat down and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna read a few chapters. I actually made it to my 100-page mark. All I'm gonna say is the bit that really got me was they were my birthday presents. If you know, you know. I'm not gonna go into detail because I tried to make all my vlogs, all my books and stuff, spoiler free. But this was the bookmark that I put in yesterday. It's like a Taylor Swift one. It just says Dear Reader, and it's like a bookmark, so that's fun. We're gonna just put this one in. I might read more tonight though. I don't think I will because I just read 100 pages today. And I've only got that much left of the book. So I think I can tackle this. Let's see. 239. Closest chapter to 339. Let's see where that would be. Oh, that's literally a chapter. And then we've just got that. But I know I'm going to definitely read more tonight because I always like to read before bed. So hopefully if I could get to like at least 250... it'll be like 350, so I don't have like that much left after tomorrow, and I might even like read more today. But yeah, so I actually really like Ignite Me. My highest, I think Warner's novella was a 5-star. Again, just really fast paced, and they're really short as well because they are novellas. Shatter Me was a 4.5, Unravel Me was a 4. This one, I'm not going to rate it yet, obviously, because I've still got that much to go. But I'm just going to go carry on with my day before the sun sets and stuff. And yeah, I'll update you guys later on. I think you'd actually laugh if I show you guys what time it is right now. It's not even that late, but it's in fact 10 p.m. It's the 18th of August today. And I've just realised I've done incredibly bad on filming this video. We're currently at my grandma's house as well. That's why it's a little bit of like a different background. But basically I'm almost halfway through the Restore Me right now. I'm 170 pages in and I love this book. This has been so far one of my favorites. I've been actually wanting to pick it up and read it. I have been for the other books as well, but this one just like connected different with me basically. So it's my favorite book so far, but I don't want to get my hopes up too high because obviously we're not even halfway through yet. But I did finish Ignite Me yesterday, and we actually went book shopping today, and I went to the works with expectations to just get the second book of the Natural series because I read it. So I read Shatter Me, and then I wanted to read the rest on the physical versions, but I wasn't going to get that quite yet. So I just went into the Naturals. It was gifted to me by my uncle, which is kind of why I read it as soon as possible. Because I heard such good things about the series. So I read that one, and then I got the Shatter Me series and I kind of went away from it. But as soon as I finish the Shatter Me series, I'm going to be reading the next 3 books. And if you guys are don't know, in the UK we've got The Works, and it's 3 for £7.50. And I only saw this one, these two, and I was like, okay, where's the second one? Because this is the third one, this one's the last one. There's no point getting these if they don't have the second one. But it was just hiding behind another book, and I managed to find it. So I'm very glad about that. But I want to read this because there's a fifth book coming out November 3rd, I think. So that gives me plenty of time. And to read this straight after Shatter Me. But yeah, so that is the 3 books I'm going to show you. So we've got this one first. There we go. My phone's in cinematic mode again, guys. I know, it's just like... Also, if you see me look where I'm looking now, it's just to make sure it's all in frame. Because once I genuinely could not post a video because I was doing a unboxing. I redid the unboxing. I just turned it into like a review because it wasn't really unboxing. And it was out the frame the whole time. So, yeah, there we go. So they're all by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, which is also the author of the Inheritance games, if you did not know. But this book series is really popular. And then we've got this one. Can it focus? There we go. I want to show you guys the sides as well because I love how it says like book 3. It would just really look like really nice on the bookshelf. Oh, there we go. It might be back to front for you guys. Let me show you the side of this one as well. Again, it might be back to front. Come on, please. There we go. And then the last one. This one is like over 500 pages. I think it's like, without spoiling it, 507 pages. So there we go. And then I'm gonna focus. There we go. So book 4, book 3, and book 2. Genuinely, I finished the naturals in less than 2 days, I want to say. It was because the chapters are just really fast paced, and in general the book is really fast paced. I rated it a 4 stars, I think a 4.5 or a 4. Now that I'm thinking of it, that was the fastest I've ever finished a over 300 page book. So I'm probably gonna change it to a 5-star. I love the plot twist at the end, love the ending. Cannot wait to carry on with the series. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here. I know it's 10 p.m, but I genuinely cannot wait any longer to carry on reading. So I'm going to start reading now. We're just about to go into Warner's POV again. So I'm going to go read. I'm not going to update you guys for the rest of the video because we've got 2 weeks of summer left, basically. And I want to film like the last week of summer vlog, and mentally preparing for school. So yeah, I just thought I could just end the video off here. I know that has probably been one of the craziest videos ever. Me editing this is just gonna be like, we jump through days so fast. I basically just, sometimes I forget to post, like not post, forget to film. And yeah, but hopefully I can get this to you guys, hopefully today, before the 20th. My goal is to finish editing it tomorrow alongside reading, so that's the plan for tomorrow. Also, if I could just add this in, not really bookish, but I also got a planner because I had one last year and it helped me lock in, so let's hope that helps me again. Anyway, so I thought I could just end the video off here. And yes, I did bring 2 books because when we came I had about 30 pages left of Ignite Me, if it focuses, and I did not have time to read it, so I just brought it with me. I'm currently on Restore Me, and then obviously I got these today. I was only expecting to get this one because I didn't see the other 2 in the works last time, but I was really happy about that. They haven't had the first book, so I can fully say that I got the naturals at the works now, which I'm really happy about. Anyway guys, thank you for watching this really crazy, chaotic video. Actually the craziest one I've done. But yeah, it was fun to film, to be honest, because you're just jumping in between days. Like one day I'm making matcha, one day I'm like finishing a book, and it's just like crazy. Anyway, I keep like banging the table. Sorry if that's like making a weird noise. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in future videos.